So our country office in Somalia, WFP country office in Somalia, was very interested to support interventions around anticipatory action. The Somalia Disaster Management Agency was also already convening actors to develop a national framework for anticipatory action, and we supported them to do that. And 20 days before the flooding actually occurred, they did tell us our thresholds for action has been met, which led to an activation of anticipatory action. WFP, together with the Somalia Disaster Management Agencies and other partners on the ground, activated distribution of cash transfers, dissemination of early warning information, prepositioning of nutrition supplies and boats to make sure that even people who are cut off by the floods in the end can still have access to some of these services even though they're cut off. And speaking to some of the communities on the ground, they said it was very helpful because based on the early warning information, together with the cash, they were actually able to take some active action on the early warning and move out of the flood-prone areas, which really helped to save lives, but also save whatever assets they could move away with.